We're seeing coronavirus shut down a lot of businesses, activities. Some people didn't even go out for Halloween yesterday, and that's because police say an F-150 truck crossed the center line of the street and hit another driver. Well, this is my second day in a row now getting tear gas. You're standing at the exit with a rifle. This is the post from the day after Christmas. It's pretty simple. It says, "We're paying a family's rent today." He says he was cleaning up, taking out the trash last night when that suspect walked up to him and put a gun in his face. You could actually see this pretty big cookout going on behind me right here. People just seem to be in higher spirits with the vaccine in play. White silence is violence. What does that mean to you? We've had a lot of celebrities come down the last couple of weeks and shine a light on this, and just continuing that, using that platform. What does that mean to you? I'm sure you have a lot of followers. Yeah. Have you been staying out here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Randy Anderson has been on our streets for 4 years.
Why do you think someone shot someone back here?
Why?
Yeah.
Because they want to take what they want to take. If you got something you want, if that free reign, if I want it, I'm just going to take it. What are you going to do about it?
It was really emotional out there today. It was the first time that woman had been on the scene of where her father was found froze to death just a few days before. Thank you for letting us be here right now. I know how hard it is.
I haven't slept. I haven't ate. I can't because I just think about him being alone, cold, scared. No one should die like that.
Melissa Loaiza says she tried to warn her father, Andy Nelson, that the weather was getting cold. She says she offered him a place to stay.
What people don't understand is people say that they're out here because of addiction and everything. Sometimes it's true. Most of the time it's not. It's mental health. My brother passed away in '91. He was 10 years old and he was killed in an accident. And he never recovered from it.
Loaiza said her dad was a prideful person who never wanted to be a burden. She believes that's why he didn't stay with her or go to a shelter during one of the coldest weeks in Tulsa history.
Judy Eason McIntyre says she was only 15 years old when she greeted Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. at the old Tulsa airport.
I remember that excitement. And then when we saw him, it was like, you know, what kids do.
She says she and her church group followed him back to the First Baptist Church of North Tulsa.
What I remember is the whole church, upstairs, downstairs. We were just like squeezed in at the back of the church.
Unfortunately, memories like McIntyre's are all we have left to relive that prominent day in Tulsa's history.
There's no pictures, no footage, and that's really unfortunate. You would have wished that there could have been photos or even something from the local press. But there's nothing there that exists, and that would be really important for the city of Tulsa if we had it.
The white news was not going to come out. There wasn't radio stations, newspapers that were going to come north to here. At that time, he wasn't beloved. He was an agitator.
This pamphlet seems to be the only physical proof to show that Dr. King held a freedom rally on July 28, 1960 at 8 p.m. in Tulsa.
Over the course of just 2 days, the powerful storytelling album Fire in Little Africa was recorded. Now record label Motown picked it up to expose Tulsa's dark history to the world, exactly 100 years after the Tulsa Race Massacre.
I think it's just going to be like the icing on the cake, because I think it's really important that the artists are speaking about what happened. Like, it's not just some guy who came in from outside of Tulsa.
It's about the people we lost. It's about remembering that this is the centennial of 100 years later of the Black Wall Street Massacre.
Tulsa artists St. Dominic, Young Kwan, Hakeem Olajuwon, and Ayla are all featured on the album. For them, it's real personal.
Being on Fire in Little Africa holds a different weight because my family had a business on Greenwood in 1921. So for me, it's more like, I'm just trying to make my ancestors proud.
We tell the story of us like thriving, businesses booming, 1921, Greenwood, businesses, everything's going crazy. Then we progress into the tragedy.
Just a lot of emotion in this video. You can tell that the subject of reparations on the week of the centennial is not taken lightly.
The message behind Fire in Little Africa's new song is simple.
The song is called Reparations, and all I can say is sometimes people got to pay what they owe.
St. Dominic is one of the artists featured on Reparations, and he helped direct the shoot, bringing together dozens of people over the course of 3 days to make this video happen.
This is not just a run-of-the-mill community project. This is a big-budget album. We're signed to Motown Records.
Rapper MC is also on the song.
How do you feel about just like the support?
No, it's crazy. Like, you wouldn't expect as many people to come out and just be a part of it. And it's more so the people that just came and just saw what was going on. It was like, yo, what's happening?
Play IMDES on Spotify. I consider myself a gamer, and a game that I went from playing my whole life to be in that's a blessing.
Devontae Suarez is known as I Am Dez in the music world. He submitted one of his singles to the NBA 2K21 soundtrack contest back in the beginning of 2020. By the end of the year, he found out he was one of only 20 artists to win. Now this week, he heard his voice in the game for the first time.
And I was just on the court, just practicing shooting shots, and yo, my song was right there. Like, I couldn't believe it.
The contest is meant to provide a platform for new music discovery. Suarez says he's glad they saw something in him so he can shine more light on Tulsa hip-hop.
To get this and to know I didn't have to sell myself short, I didn't have to pay for nothing. It's just because my song was dope and I got it. That was something for me.
Suarez has been making music for over 5 years now. He says all this hard work led him up to this moment right here. He wants people to know that patience is key.